Hi guys, so I haven't done any videos for ages, but I'm going to start a new little series based on this car, which is the WLToys WL104001. So this is a ready-to-run buggy. It costs, I spent 14,000 yen on this, which is about 70 British pounds. 125 Canadian dollars, probably 90 Freedom US dollars, 76 euros, something like that. Anyway, it's a pretty cheap car, comes ready to run, comes with all the electronics. And the reason I bought this is that I was watching Right Place's 2026 Speedrun Challenge introduction, and this is going to be one of the cars they use next year. And I've been following his series and a lot of the guys on there running cars this year. I'm not sure if I'll enter, but we'll see. I'm going to start. He's not starting until March, but I'm going to run this car before then, just see how it handles. So yeah, I just want to do a quick run with this, with it as standard. So I've watched a lot of videos over the weekend about this car after watching that this car was the car of choice, and everybody who does a test of this car seems to compare it to something which is about $500. And like I say, this car is cheap as chips. And okay, it's not brilliant, but it looks all right to me. I think if I had kids, which I don't, this would be a good starter buggy. And certainly if I was getting my kids to start to race, I might have this as like the basher for them to practice their skills in the week. And then if we went racing at the weekend, I'd bring something a bit fancier and let them go with that. I think this is a good training tool. And if you had kids who are bringing their kids around to play, I don't know if kids still even do that anymore. Maybe they just talk to each other on their phones. But you could buy a couple of these so your kids could race with a friend without much effort. So yeah, I'm always watching YouTube clips and I just think, is that even a fair comparison? I have to be fair, I don't even know if there are similar priced buggies of this type. I know there's a lot of bashers and things out there for similar money, but it's not really my thing, so I guess I should have done some research on that before this video. If you know of any similar four-wheel drive 110 buggies, same price range, drop it in the comments. Anyway, this buggy, I've seen a lot of videos where people are saying this is a copy of the X-Ray XP4, I think. Quite comically on my search, I found the lines, WLToys almost never do one-to-one copies. What they do is recognisable silhouettes with costs cutting everywhere. So don't you dare call it a copy. It's not a copy. WLToys would never do such a thing. You might have been confused by it being a copy by the fact it looks exactly like that car and parts fit like for like on it, but that's just purely coincidental. Anyway, I don't think it's fair to expect something that costs $500 to be as good as something that costs $80, $90. So with that, I'm going to take this car as it is, give it a quick run straight out the box, see how it handles, see what its top speed is from standard, and then from there we'll go to episode 2 where we start making this into a speedrun car. So let's see how it drives. So we're going to give the WLToys WL104001, the catchily named 110 buggy, a run, and this is completely stock, so I'm expecting it to do not very much at all, but we'll see what this does. So I'm going to set it to 0, track, start, let's give it a go. course, as always, there's a car coming. So it's super quiet while I've been setting up. I think this is really cool. As expected, deeply unimpressive. See what we get. Stop. 35 kilometers an hour. Wow. Let's go and see what it does in the dirt. So we're giving it a quick speed run. Let's just give it a bit of a blast on this much. For the money, this is a good little toy. I think this is quite good fun. Gonna rip this surface up, not gonna do that. Shame, because it would have been good fun. Anyway, so yeah, the first run. Now what we've got to do, strip it down, make it go fast, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely not fast, so there's a lot of work to do.